What's up, everybody? I am back. I have my coffee as always. And today I am checking out a new Law Dispute song. There's a new EP, it's been out for a little while. I haven't been doing a lot of videos in the last, 6 months. But that doesn't mean I've stopped collecting and adding music. And there are some that I've been kind of holding off on, thinking I might do them on the channel if I ever got back to it. And this is one. So the song's called I Shaved My Head, and we'll get into it in just a second. Before we do a couple things, please remember I'm not a professional, I'm not an audio tech or a vocal coach or anything. So please don't expect me to be analyzing it at a granular level. And don't be a dick. I try to keep it pretty chill. Fix my green screen a little bit. Try to keep it pretty cool and relaxed over here. And I'd appreciate if we could keep that same energy in the comments. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. This is I Shaved My Head by Law Dispute. All right. Um, let's get a nice little background image so that we've got something in the back while we're talking. Uh, I love Law Dispute. I have for a long time. Um, I found him in college, and ever since then, something about the rawness of the vocals, right? I love a good vocalist. I love good pitch control and all that stuff. But one of the things that speaks to me most, that motivates me most, is artists that sound like they have to sing, right? They sound like they are making music because they are compelled to, and not because there's an album deal, not because they're good at it necessarily. I mean, like I like people who are good at it, but they're not making music because of the talent. They're making music because of something inside, right? Some sort of discontentment or tragedy or something, right? Emotional, something that is driving them to put music out and to get it down. And I always felt that with Law Dispute. I love My Chemical Romance. They are certainly very, very skilled musicians, but Gerard Way's voice is not typical, right? But I love it because it sounds like he's singing about stuff that matters to him personally, right? It's not just singing songs, it's singing songs that are personal. And I've always felt that from Law Dispute. And I don't know that I can speak for everyone out there. I can speak for myself as someone who has had what you might call mental health hiccups, ups and downs. I have shaved my head. I've never razored it, but I have shaved my head. And obviously not in a while. We got the locks going, but there are times it still comes to me. It still presses on me, where you feel so out of control, right? You feel so adrift. Stuff in your life isn't working out. It's not working like you had planned. Maybe things have just taken a turn, or maybe they've kind of always, you kind of been stuck in a rut. And you want to take drastic action. It's referenced in the song, right? You want to do something dramatic to take control of your life, to feel like you are active, to feel like you are not just a passenger. And a lot of the time, that manifests in changing your appearance, whether that's dyeing your hair, shaving your hair, getting a tattoo, getting a piercing. Some of these are more healthy than others. I would say shave your head, dye your hair, and get a piercing all come before tattoos, simply because tattoos are a little bit harder to cover or remove, right? You can always grow your hair back out. You can always re-dye it. Tattoos are a little bit more permanent, but it's the same impetus, right? I have to do something because I feel so out of control. I feel so trapped that something has to happen. And again, I can only speak for myself here. Oftentimes, that behavior can manifest itself in. I'm trying to be delicate here. I don't want to upset anybody, but a lot of times that can manifest itself in self-harming. Because again, it's not so much that you think it's going to change anything. It's not that it's going to fix anything. Shaving your head's not going to fix anything. But maybe it'll give me a new start. Maybe that'll give me a feeling that I'm in charge of my life again. Maybe if I am in charge of the pain, right? Maybe if I'm in control of that, then at least I know where it's coming from. It's not this nebulous pain. It's not this nebulous chaos that I don't have any control over. It is pain, and it hurts, and it's bad for me. But I'm in control, right? I'm taking some control back of my life. Again, Do not get me wrong here. I am not endorsing or recommending that. I'm just saying that is where it comes from for a lot of people, is this sense of desperation. I have to get control of something because I feel like I'm just a passenger. Life is just happening. It's happening to me. It's happening to people that I care about. It's happening to people that I don't even know. And you get this this pent up energy that you have to do something. And sometimes it manifests in shaving your head, doing something small but dramatic that you're in charge of, that you control. And again, better for you than some alternative options. I really like this. I need to listen to it a few times. As always with La Dispute, the shoutiness of the lyrics is emotional and compelling, but it's not always easy to track. So I'll need to listen to it a few more times. But you know, who among us has not been so depressed that they forego utensils, right? I went through a period where I basically just bought paper plates because I didn't have the energy to do dishes. I just couldn't do it. I just wouldn't eat, you know? So in order to eat, I needed something that I could just be done with when I was finished. Again, not the healthiest of behaviors, but I have some understanding of what it's like to be in that place. If you are in that place, I'm sorry, man. It sucks. There's a lot of bad shit happening these days if you were paying any attention at all. And even if you're not paying attention to what's going on globally, generally, locally even, terrible stuff could be happening in your own personal life. And it's tough. You know, my advice, obviously, look, this is a reaction video, right? This is what the people are here for. My advice is don't isolate. That's the number one most common move, is to just shut down and isolate. And it's my tendency too. But talk to people. Try to keep those connections going, because you are not as alone as you think you are. But if you shut yourself off and if you block people out, then you will be. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's not going to help you feel better. Easy to say, hard to do. As someone who's on both sides of that, I can attest. But, you know, other people are going through it too. Sometimes people just need to know that someone else is going through it with them. And that can give you a little bit of strength. It can give them a little bit of strength, right? It doesn't have to be about you. It can be about somebody else. You know, maybe they need you to say you're having trouble so that they can feel comfortable to say it. Yeah, you know, look, we got kind of serious on this one. It is what it is. I love La Dispute. I think that their music is very powerful, compelling, and I hope you liked the song. I did. I'm going to wrap it up, though. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Be kind to each other. And don't talk to cops.